If I only had one day of PTO to use, this is how I would book Iceland on a Thursday night and come home on a Sunday. I'd arrive in Iceland on a Friday morning at 6:10 a.m. I'd then take the free shuttle to my car rental and then get on the road by 7 a.m. to get to Reykjavik. I'd arrive in Reykjavik by around 8 a.m., which is just in time to have some breakfast at Wake and Bake. Breakfast should only take about 40 minutes, and then I'd be off to my first tour of the day, riding ATVs, and it goes right from Reykjavik. The ATV tour is around 2 hours. By the time this tour starts, it'll be 9:30, and after the 2 hours, it'll roughly end around 11:30, getting me back to the city center of Reykjavik in time for lunchtime for noon. I would then grab some lunch at the Íslenski Baron Icelandic bar. That probably should take you around an hour. At around 1 o'clock, when I was done with lunch, I would then go to this famous church, do a little walking around and exploring, and then head back into the city center to get some hot chocolate and back to my hotel for check-in time. By this time, it's roughly around 3 p.m. and it's time for a nap. And at around 4 o'clock, I'd be ready for some dinner. I'd then head to this food hall and bar and grab something quick like fish and chips. After which, I'd then be ready for the next thing on my list, which would be the lava show. The lava show starts at 6 o'clock and would only take about an hour, which then leaves me plenty of time to head back into the city center to get to the book bar and to enjoy the book bar and the live band and the great vibes. And that would be the end of my first night in Iceland. For my second day, which would be a Saturday, I would do the Golden Circle tour. And because I have a rental car, I'd be able to do this on my own pace at my own time. I would start super early, around 7 o'clock in the morning. I'd stop at the Carrot Crater and the geyser first, and then head to the tomato farm for lunch, and then after that, I'd head to the Gullfoss Falls. After a few photos, I'd then head to the Viking restaurant called Ingolfsskali, since it's on the way back to Reykjavik anyway. I'd grab my dinner here and enjoy the historical value that this restaurant provides. Dinner would be done by 7 and we'd be back at the hotel by 8. Just in time for the Northern Lights tour for pickup at 8:30 p.m. This is a 5-hour tour, so you'd get back to your hotel by 2 a.m. The next morning at 9 a.m., you'd do the lava tunnel tour, which takes roughly about an hour, and by the time you get back to the hotel, it should be roughly around 11 a.m. So that's how I'd use one day of PTO to visit Iceland. I hope you like these tips. Follow me, I'm awesome!